Family, what's good? It's your boy. We're back with another video. Alright, family, we're gonna get straight to the point with this one. Okay. Got 5 fragrances up here. All powerhouse, all beast mode, all top sellers. Lafayette Street, Aventus, Diaghilev, BR540, and Naxos. Right? Alright. Question. All popular fragrances, but do you believe they are still as good as they once were? Especially at the price point that they're asking for now. Do you believe that the quality of the product that they are producing this day and age is as good as it once was? I don't know. That's a tough pill to swallow for me. All right, let's start off with well, first of all, I apologize. Let me greet everyone. I do apologize. This topic right here is just, woo, you know, especially for the money they asking for these fragrances these days. First time viewers, thank you for tuning into the channel Soups and Scents. I truly appreciate you watching the channel. To my continued viewers and subscribers, much love, family, much love. I truly appreciate you. I do. I couldn't do this without you. Stay aboard this love train. We're gonna keep this thing rocking. To my first time viewers, of course, the subscribe button is important to me. But before you hit the subscribe button, go back, check out some of the previous videos from Soups and Scents. See how it hits you, see if you like it. If you don't, drop your boy a comment, let me know. But if you do like it, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, share it with your friends. I'm always dropping videos and I always answer my comments all the time, family, all the time. That's how we do it on Soups and Scents. You know, we have a versus battle, we do master classes, we talk more than just about fragrances. We get, you know, down underneath the covers with it, so to speak. All right, like what we're about to do today. Okay, with these 5 powerhouses right here. All right. So don't go nowhere. Come on back here. We're gonna get into, are they as good as they once was? Okay? All right, come on back. Alright, family, first one up on deck, we're going to go with BR540. Came out in 2015. Now, for this size, they want 7 something. Alright, 7 something. Now, once again, I base all my prices off of Neiman Marcus. Man, you can go to different websites and get them cheaper, but that's what I base my prices off of, the top tier. So everything under that, you know, will be a steal. But that's what I base my prices off of. Alright, they want 7 something for this. In some places, they want 8. Could you imagine paying $800 for a fragrance? Well, you know what? I can't even say that because I paid close to $800 for a fragrance before. Dang, what was I thinking? But anyhow, BR540. You see this bottle is empty. When I purchased this, it was nowhere near that price, and I went through it. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's not an excellent fragrance. It is a beautiful, marvelous fragrance. But I'm not paying that price for it. I refuse to get another, especially when they got so many dupes. I'm not going to say that are exactly like it, but are close to it. Okay, very close to it. Especially Mancera's, Cedric, that one, almost right on it. And every time you're wearing a fragrance, okay, I'm gonna give a quick side note. I was at the airport and I had on Side Effect. Everybody, that's BR540. Everything is BR540. Everything. Every time you have a nice fragrance, everybody thinks it's BR540. Why? Because of the popularity. That's why it's a popular set, but at that price point, even the smaller size is 4 something, I believe. Well, maybe the high 3s, low 4s, but that's still a lot of money for a fragrance that, to my nose, I wouldn't say giving out the same quality as it once did. You know, that's all I'm saying. Because in here you got the now it opens with the saffron, right? The saffron comes and it just takes it to a whole, the saffron and the jasmine just takes a whole different level. Then you got the woody notes, and it's a really good scent, and it's not too. What makes it a good scent, because it's a good scent, but it's not with a lot of notes, and it's not complex, and that's what makes it really good. It's on the feminine side, some people say it, but everybody rocks it. Okay, when it first came out, it was geared toward the women. It was a female scent, it truly was, but it just grew so popular, everybody went. So for me, for BR 540, I would say that I would put that as a no, as far as is it still putting out the good quality as it once did when it first came out. Okay, I would say no. All right, I know. Okay, you can be mad at me later. Not saying it's not a good scent, but just saying that the quality level dipped some. That's all. All right, let's get to the next one. Okay, fam. Next, we're going to the house of bond number 9. It's Lafayette Street. Came out in 2018. This one is running, almost four. Probably just a slight bit over there. When I bought it, it was nowhere near that. Okay. Listen. Still a good scent. Still a top seller. Everybody likes it. Still a favorite. But to me, is it as good as it once was? I would say slightly. I'm just not picking up the apple and the vanilla. In the new fragrances, I'm not picking up the apple and vanilla as I am in this one. It had more oomph to it, more depth to it, more body to it, and you picked up the notes more. In the dry down, the apple and the vanilla was there, and it was just beautiful. In the open, you had the citrus. In the open, you got bergamot. You got some flower notes. In the dry down, you got the vanilla. You got the apple and some woody notes. All right, that's what you got in there. The new versions now, the apple is faint and the vanilla is faint. And to me, that's what made that a beautiful fragrance. That apple and that vanilla in there with the woody notes and the floral notes that was in there. Very, very unique, beautiful scent from that house. But I'm going to give this one a yes. You know, that the quality is still good because you still get it slightly. You just don't get it abundantly like you did. This bottle right here is more abundantly with the apple and vanilla than the new bottles that are out now. That's to my nose. And I went to Saks and Neiman's and they both smelled the same compared to this one. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna say yes for Lafayette Street. All right. Okay. So this gonna be the no pile. This is going to be the no pile, this is going to be the yes pile. That's how we're going to do it. Alright, let's get to the next one. Alright, family, next we're going to the house of Diaghilev, and it's Naxos. Now, came out in 2015. For this size, they wanting $600. 6. Actually, you know what? I think it might be a little more. Because I paid a nice little penny for this one. So it might be a little more than 6. Now, like I said, based all the prices off of Neiman's. Alright, came out 2015. Now, in here, I'm going to say this is the same category as Lafayette Street. Excellent fragrance, still beautiful, you know, popularity, so it's going to sell. But I don't think the quality in the new batches are as good as when I purchased this one. I did the research. All 5 of these fragrances, I went and got samples of. Right? And these are the sample ones. Now you would think that they would be, you know, have a little more umph to them. But no, I got the sample on, I sprayed them all on skin, let it dry down, came home, did the same thing or whatever, and it just wasn't the same quality. You could tell the familiarity in the scent, but the depth of the quality just wasn't there in these new batches. I'm telling you, well, with Baccarat and Lafayette and Naxos, you can still tell the familiar scent, but as far as the particular notes that carried the fragrance, to me, it just wasn't as strong as the ones that I had. And then, you know, I had mine for a minute, so I'm, you know, referring to the new batches that they have out now. And Naxos, The thing that I was not picking up in the new batches, well, not as strong, was the tobacco leaf. Well, yeah, the tobacco leaf. Because in my, I get the tobacco leaf, I get the honey, and I get the vanilla. That's what made Naxos a bomb scent. Now they're there, but when it dried down, you really wasn't getting it too much in these new batches. It's like, and I'm not saying that they watering them down, because no, I don't think that they would do that. But the strength of them just wasn't there to me. It just wasn't there to me, you know? And for the prices that they're asking for these fragrances, man, you would think that you would get a little bit more, just a little bit more, all right? Still a beautiful scent. I mean, with all the fragrances and the new ones out, yeah, the distinctiveness from the fragrance itself, you can tell what it is. Baccarat, you know when you first spray, you know what it is. Naxos, you know when you first spray what it is. Lafayette Street, you know what it first what it is. But if someone who has, and I may even go, if you have an original bottle from when it first came out, test it against the new bottles that are out there and tell me what you think. You know, tell me what you think. I'm just saying, it's not like I'm being a crybaby or anything like that. It's just that at the price point they're asking for these fragrances, I mean, come on, all right, Naxos. Now I don't know. I mean, because the new ones, yeah, you still got it, but it just wasn't as strong. So I'm gonna say Naxos. I'm gonna put that as a no. I'm gonna put that as a no, because the new batch is a good scent, but after, when you first spray it, yeah, it's mind-blowing, it's beautiful, it's exotic, it's gorgeous. But you want, for that price point, the fragrance to last, the notes to be where you can still smell it on yourself. And I wasn't getting that. I just wasn't getting it, okay? All right, let's get to the next one. All right, you know what? We're going to do both of these together, okay? Diaghilev and Aventus. Now, I'm going to tell you right off the back, with Aventus, everybody know that Aventus is not this. Now this came out 2010. There's no way on God's green earth that fragrance will still be the same as the original came out. This one has complete, not saying it's not a good fragrance. I'm not saying it's not a good fragrance, because it's still a good fragrance and it's still considered the king. But the depth of it has dropped tremendously. To my nose, it has dropped. Now I had this one for a minute. And it wasn't since 2010, no, because I wasn't into niche fragrances back in 2010. I just wasn't. But shortly after that, though, when I did, I had this for some time, to where this batch right here is completely different to the batches that are coming out now. All right? Not saying that they're not good. Don't get me wrong. Let me put this out here. The batches are coming, they're still good fragrances. They are still good fragrances. But the depth just fell off a little bit, right? All right, put it like this. An L Dog 10 years ago could get hit by a rocket and you could still drive the next day. An L Dog now get hit by a rocket, the whole thing just gonna melt to the ground. All right, that's all I'm saying. Eldorado, Cadillac Eldorado. Come on, keep up with me, people. Aventus. That's all I'm saying. It's a beautiful scent. Aventus, in my book, will always be the king. I mean, out of popularity, especially out of sales, just how the household name, everybody knows Aventus, okay? So, I'm gonna say, it has declined, but just because it's the king, you gotta put it over there. You just have to. You just have to. You got to, all right? So, now, let's get to my baby, right here. This one was a tough one. Diaghilev, oh my freaking God. Nose gasm. Diaghilev, it hadn't changed. It was still potent, it was still strong. The longevity was still a monster in it. I sprayed, and then when I did test the Diaghilev in the store, I didn't put nothing else on because I knew how strong it was. I did this one on its own. A full arm with the tester, right? Came home, full arm on this one. Boom. Let it sit. for a couple hours when I did my thing or whatever, both of them still smelled the same. Diaghilev for Roja Dove, it has not changed. That's why the price point is what it is. Now, I love all the houses, I love all the fragrances, but the Roja Dove fragrances, man, I don't know, it's just something about them. It is just something about this. This is one of my favorite houses, I'm telling you. Oh man. Now, I didn't do Parfums de Marly because a lot of their fragrances aren't really considered, well, to me, like old, you know, like Aventus and, you know, stuff that's been out for a minute. Some of them fragrances have been out for a while, but I just picked these 5, okay? Diaghilev, that's a definite yes. That's still the same. Diaghilev has not changed at all to my book. It has not changed at all. It's still a powerhouse, still at a high price point, you know, in the 700s. I paid for that. I ain't even gonna front. Yeah, I put the cake up for that one. Death, man. No, actually, no. Wait a minute. No, that was Amber. Ooh, that was in the 700s. No, I paid over $1,000 for this. Yeah. And I'm not even upset about it. Now, I need to put something out there. When I bought this, I didn't know about Jean Michel. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay? I didn't know about it. Alright? But hey, I'm still satisfied with the purchase. Okay? So, Diaghilev, boom, right there. Alright? Right there. That's a year. So, let's recap. BR540, I would say it has declined, and you have so many dupes that are not exactly like it, but just as close to it where you can get away with it. Naxos, still a beautiful scent, still on point, still a good fragrance, but I would say the depth of it, as far as the tobacco, the vanilla, and cinnamon has dropped off just a little bit in the new batches, just a little bit. They still put it in. It's like they cut the amount that they add in there in half and just put it in there now. You know, I understand. You know, everybody. You know, inflation. You got to cut back on, you know, some things, whatever. But how you gonna cut back on stuff and still raise prices? I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. But you know, that's what I'm thinking. Lafayette Street, I'm gonna say it's still a good, because Lafayette Street isn't a complex fragrance. It's not. It doesn't have a lot of things in it where it needs to make it difficult to make, so as far as ingredients. So yeah, that one's still pretty good as far as when I sprayed it too. And, I would say the sweetness, so to speak, wasn't as good as, you know, the original, you know, some ones back in the day, but still a good scent. Aventus, that's the king. So, I mean, of course it's going to decline, but just because it's the king, you know, you gotta say yeah with that one. And Diaghilev, Diaghilev. That's how you say that, Diaghilev. All right. Whenever you pronounce Roja Dove's fragrance, Diaghilev, you have to put some manhood in that one, Diaghilev. That's all man right there. Has not changed at all. To my nose. Now, all of this is to my nose. Your nose could be different. Two people will never smell the same, okay? Because your DNA will not allow that. I don't care who you are, all right? The fragrance will smell the same, but once you put it on your skin, of course, it's going to have some things that aren't similar, okay? Just because of your DNA, all right? But Diaghilev, yes, can't go wrong with it, all right? All right, fam, just want to jump on here and talk about that real quick. We're up out of here. First time viewers, thank you for tuning into the channel Soups and Scents. I truly appreciate it. I truly appreciate it, and I thank you. If you like the content, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit your bell notification, share it with your friends, let them know about Soups and Scents, okay? Continue viewers and subscribers. Much love, family. Much love. Truly appreciate you, and I love you all. I love you all. Much love, family. Till the next video. Deuces.